Hello and welcome to North Wilkesboro. My name is Justin. I'm the owner of Team 53 and I've partnered with Coach Dave Academy and Impel Motorsports to bring you this Learn to Drive video for Advanced Legends cars as part of iRacing's 2025 Season 2, Week 3 official series action. If you guys haven't already done so, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. I'm just a small time racer here in Wisconsin. I race late models. My daughter Sydney wants to race go-karts, so anything that we can do to get likes, to get support on the channel. It does a ton to help us out. You guys have gone above and beyond anything I could have imagined. We are, as of the recording of this, about 5 subscribers away from 500 subscribers, which is crazy to think about. So we're going to kind of keep plugging ahead here. If you guys are new to the channel, I provide learn to drive videos pretty much every week for all of the short track cars. We've added on ARCA and C Fixed. Um, if you guys are really looking for something fun to do, short tracks are a great way to do it. And the Legend car with this rebuild has completely changed the way that you drive these cars. So it's a great time if you're looking to learn them. So let's head on out. It's going to be a little bit of a hike because we're going to do a 2 lap run with our second lap being the fastest. So on this first lap, the big thing is just going to be the tire heat. So we're going to go up towards the wall and we're going to tire heat around the outside. I'm gonna tire heat basically until this second Holly Farms logo here on the wall that we just passed, and then we'll kind of get down to business. Lap one's gonna be a throwaway lap, so don't worry about that so much. And while we're waiting, we can talk about Impel Motorsports and heading over to impelmotorsports.com. They've got some great Moza products on their website. Anything from an R3 all the way up to an R21. So if there's anything we can help you guys out with there, Impel is definitely the place to do it. You can also head over to our website, team53racing.com. We've got some cool sim racing accessories on there as well that we make in-house. So we'll go high here as we're coming to our fast lap, which would be our white flag, and just get a huge run. We're doing 97 at the start finish line, which in a Legend car doesn't seem very safe, but here we are. We're at 97 going down the front stretch, and you can see we're already going to start to turn in here. Pretty much once the wall starts to turn, we turn. We're going to lift here once we get to about to the lows, I think is usually our lift point. Yep, lows. Even with the lows barrier there, and we'll kind of show that to you here in car as well, kind of your lift point as you're coming up to it. You'll see it there. Let's go back to far chase. So we bring it down and around, dragging just a little bit of brake just to kind of set that nose and make sure we're not going too fast into the corner. We'll bring it around, and you can see I've got these right side tires right along these dash lines at this pit opening. And then as the pit opening goes away, I'm kind of trying to follow this kind of seam in the track. So we'll follow that seam around, drift up. As the pit opening starts to close, we'll start to throttle back up. And then we'll really just kind of play with the throttle a little bit center. And then once a car gets rotated through, that's where we're going to get on all the way, and we'll just drive through. We're going to go down the backstretch. We start turning into 3 at the mellow yellow. Basically, when the wall turns, you start to turn. And then we're going to bring the car down, and all of the grip is really left side tires below this seam in 3 and 4, this little seam that you see here. So we want to get our left side tires below that. We're just going to float it into the corner. I think I was fast forwarding through the lift point. Lift point, again, the lows is really going to be kind of your tell point to start to lift, to think about it. Here we're going to lift at the Cup Series in 3 and 4. And we get into this corner, and like I said, it's left side tires down there just below that seam. And then we bring that around, throttle up about mid-corner, carry straight up off. Car gets just a tick loose on exit, but we drive through it, and we get a 205 for our qualifying trim. One big thing that you guys are going to notice here, race trim, once you get a few laps in it, the race trim is definitely going to be faster. So keep that in mind here as you're looking at laps here throughout the run. The other big thing is going to be watching your throttle input. So one of the big things we talked about this week with our Legend guys, or that I've talked about, is really waiting on throttle to get on it. And it's going to be kind of that same deal with the late model stock, where if you're on throttle really early a lot, you're going to heat up your right rear, and you'll start to feel that heat up about 10, 15, 20 laps later. And by then it's really too late. So just really watch when you're getting on throttle, watch how you're getting on throttle too, because As I've found, if when my brain tells me and when my senses tell me that I can get on throttle, if I wait just a half a breath longer and really get this car pointed straight going up the track or through the track, I end up turning a faster lap than when I try and hammer it right away. Also, we're kind of between two gears, between a 330 and a 333. I think I loaded this with a 33. So you may look at a 330 gear in it too. That'll help you just get a little bit less tire spin. I like the tire spin to help me get out of the corner, but I mean, that's all up to you. The other big thing, like I said, is just really being patient with these cars. They're huge momentum base. I think this race is going to be a lot more like USA than anyone wants to believe, where it's really going to be a follow the leader, wait for people to make mistakes, wait for people to burn their tires off, and then be able to pounce late in a run. But you know, it's Legends. It's our first time with this new car at this track, so you don't 100% know what to expect. Um, but we'll kind of dial it in here as the week goes. So let us know how you did. Leave us a message. Head over. I've got a little message up there. Full short track season sets, $53 for the full season, all five cars. You can head over to our Facebook page and sign up there. Team53racing.com. Head over to our Discord. We always love having people. I've got that linked in the description below. But best of luck, and we will see how you guys do.